Hey everybody, welcome to the Sky Lounge. This is Sky High, episode number 2. Boys and girls, lots of football action this weekend. Lots of football action. So we'll talk football and follow that up with more football, right? So let's talk football. Seattle Seahawks played yesterday against the Vikings in Minnesota and lost in their second preseason game. What was it, 25-19? So, unfortunately for the Seahawks, they had two opportunities, in the final dying seconds of the game to possibly throw a Hail Mary, but they didn't. And, worse to end it off, not just with a loss, there's injury news. DK Metcalf will be out for the foreseeable future. But per Pete Carroll, should be ready by week 1. Just a minor knee injury. I know people are freaking out over it, especially those NFL draft nerds. I knew he was going to be a bust. You know what the fuck I'm talking about? Those goddamn college football experts who essentially become NFL nerds and complain and bitch about all these fucking statistics and all these goddamn things without any context, and they just come off as arrogant pricks, which they usually are. I'm not generalizing here, am I, folks? Am I offending you guys already? Good, that means I'm doing my fucking job. Jesus Christ. And at least one guy, we're talking about the Seahawks loss, but we're talking about one guy also who figured he needs a job. He wants a job. Keep some consistency in his life. And figures, hey, if I don't do this little magical stick here, I can go ahead and get a job in the NFL. Josh Gordon has been reinstated. Well, technically, he came back. And now he's going to be with the fucking Patriots again. Which, great on him. Tom Brady's going to have another deep threat weapon. That's going to be fucking great. But speaking of elite quarterbacks, you got Josh McCown unretiring to go back to the NFL, and he will now be a backup quarterback in Philadelphia for the Philadelphia Eagles. And my buddy and I, Philadelphia fan, had a fun discussion about this, and I said, you know what? Josh McCown, Super Bowl MVP. All right, see that one coming. A la 2021 and 2020. Just saying, boys and girls. Big Dick Nick did it. No one expected him to do it, but hey, he did it. He did it. God damn it, he did it. And sometimes the NFL field doesn't provide a lot of optimism because of injuries. Boys and girls, injuries can fuck you up. They can fuck the dynamic of a team. Derwin James. Big dick stud. First team All-Pro for the Los Angeles Chargers. Out with an injury. I believe it was a torn knee or ACL, or I forget the specific injury, but he's out 3 months. Yeah. You know that elite defense that everyone talked about with the Chargers? A lot of that was also predicated on this guy playing at an elite level. Derwin James. So, unfortunate for the Chargers because they look like they're going to get ass rammed by the Chiefs. It looks like the Chiefs are going to take that division. I've said that weeks ago. And it's all kind of coming to fruition. Crazy, right? So now you got the Melvin Gordon situation, contract holdout with the Chargers. You also have the injury with the Chargers. You also have an aging Phillip Rivers. And people said this team was a Super Bowl contender. Okay, let's pump the brakes before week 1. Let's all pump the brakes. I know preseason got us all hot and bothered. Got us all titillated. Got our titties all fucking lined up and pointing out. But relax. The season's not begun yet. September 5th. The Bears versus the Packers. I don't want either of you to win. Is that a thing? Can you guys tie just for shits and giggles? That'd be great. 100th anniversary of the NFL season. We have the most historic rivalry of the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. How do you end this magnificent, monumental game? With a tie. Because we're going to be hampered by stupid-ass rules on the field. Yeah, that pass interference rule thing. 1-year trial. That's going to be fun. I swear to God. It's getting crazy. Rules are getting crazy. Rules are getting crazy, boys and girls. And, yes, in the world of football, rules are crazy. But technology has also become crazy too, right? And it's also become apparent in the world of football that technology and rules are crazy. Crazier now, boys and girls. And I'm talking in the world of football, VAR. That's right, we're moving on to football. I know. I know all you cocksuckers are going to say, oh, it's soccer. Well, it's football, asshole. All right, I'm going to call it football for now. Well, for this entire segment, so brace yourself. Put on that seatbelt. Get used to it. VAR has been a very interesting aspect of football as of the last few years. Video assistant referee. Now, do I hate the fact that Tottenham gets away with the point with the fucking draw against Manchester City when City scored a goal, ruled offside via VAR in the dying minutes of injury time to draw them level with Tottenham? The reality of VAR is this. It is a hyper slowed down camera to see the mistakes or clear and visible error, to omit or point out in the game to make the game fair and make the game, better overall, right? That's the idea. That's the idea behind it. The problem is, a lot of people they feel like this is impeding the game. Now, again, from an emotional standpoint, yes, it sucks. It sucks seeing those last-minute goals completely go away. You can't celebrate. You saw guys like Pep Guardiola, Sergio Aguero celebrating from the bench. And then, seconds later, it's ruled offside. VAR, no goal. And, oh my God, that's crazy to me. To toy with the emotions of these guys, especially given the context of how emotional and passionate football players can get. I mean, seriously, have you seen some of these goddamn South American football players? They're crazy, man. Not a real racist thing. That's kind of a observational thing. Eastern European dudes in football, also crazy. But you bring in VAR to the mix. Once you bring in VAR to the mix, that's asking for fireworks. You're really just begging for fireworks at this point. And I'm still going to be on board saying this. I like VAR. I think we need VAR in the game. The question is not, do we need VAR? Is how do we educate the masses on VAR, proper VAR, and how do we find and figure out a way to quickly point out, maybe, or more clearly point out VARs that will be disallowed or that will be reviewed. Because the problem that I'm seeing a lot is that it feels like a lot of the audience or even, just TV audiences feel this is very blunt and sudden. And so you got to kind of ease people into it, explain the rules, despite the fact that, ironically, Arsenal Football Club, sent out a VAR video reminder for football fans to help understand what is reviewable by VAR, what will be allowed, what will not be allowed, all this shit. And so VAR didn't really just play into one match this weekend. It played into a couple matches, even the Arsenal match, where we did win 2-1. We have the review video on that, boys and girls, on the channel here. But the reality is VAR is what it is. It is what it is right now. I believe it'll get better. I believe with technology and I believe with time, education, and understanding of how we're going to implement this properly into the game without impeding it too much, it's going to make the game better. I truly do think that. I don't know why. But I do. I do. And so, football is going on all around right now, boys and girls. It's a good time. It's a good time. If you're an Arsenal fan, it's a great time. It was Thierry Henry's birthday this weekend. You know, we get away with 2 back-to-back wins to start the Premier League. We haven't done that in 10 years. My God. So as an Arsenal fan, I'm having a good time. I'm having a good time. You can see it from the face, all the good food and the good weed and the good football. It's a good time. Liverpool also comes off with a win against their feeder club in Southampton. And people think I'm joking when I say that. I'm like, no. They got a lot of their best players from Southampton. That's Virgil van Dijk. Enough said, right? I think they also got Klein from that deal. Just burned myself. Ow. That's the problem, boys and girls. When you smoke and you're really uncoordinated, try to do multiple things like a moron and you burn yourself. But Liverpool comes off with a win, albeit very sloppy win at the end because you still had Adrian coming back to the side after an apparent, 2-foot tackle in the Super Cup. Come back against Southampton, win 2-1, but that one goal conceded was straight up Adrian's fault. Adrian gave that ball to the defender or the attacker, and the attacker just shot it straight through Adrian, and it was hilarious. And you knew at that moment Liverpool was back. You knew the Mignolet, the carious Liverpool was back. And that's hopefully the Liverpool we'll be facing next weekend at Anfield. Arsenal versus Liverpool at Liverpool. Oh, God. Because we need all the points we can get, boys and girls. Because right after Liverpool, we got the North London Derby. Arsenal fans are going to probably have a heart attack. Because, my God, these are some tough fixtures. And then you cap off September with a fucking battle against Manchester United, who will be facing the Wolverhampton Wanderers today at Wolverhampton, which is good for the Wolves. Hopefully they get a win. Despite the fact that I think United's going to come off looking really strong. You had City, who I thought was just going to roll over everybody, get a small little break on the road, with the tie against Tottenham. United has a huge chance to take hold of the league early. I know it's only 2 matches in, boys and girls, but once you take an early lead, it gives the squad confidence. It gives them the confidence enough to go, knowing going forward that, hey, we got the talent, we got the swag to do this. And sometimes teams need to have that confidence booster. When they don't have it, it's very difficult to come out of. But United absolutely has that opportunity because you have the top 6, supposed top 6, just kind of faltering and falling all over. Chelsea. Boy, oh boy. Frank Lampard. Not getting the best publicity due to, not all his fault, due to the scheduling. really, and the circumstance and the context of this whole Chelsea squad right now. The trade embargo's going on against Chelsea, so you can't transfer in any goddamn players. You got all the young kids back, so all the loaned out motherfuckers that you had, you're bringing them back in, trying to integrate in with the squad that's really aging. If you look at that general roster with Hazard leaving too, you gotta wonder, will Chelsea fans have patience? You see a lot of these moronic fans, already starting to hashtag Lampard out, and you begin to wonder. I thought Arsenal fans were supposed to be the stupid ones, but God, you got idiot fans everywhere. You have to understand that Frank Lampard has not been given the easiest hand to deal with, and within a 7-day period, he deals with a loss at Old Trafford. He deals with a penalty loss at Istanbul for the UEFA Super Cup. And in the second week of the Premier League, match day 2, at home at Stamford Bridge, he draws to Leicester City in a match where in the second half, it should have been 3-1 Leicester. It really should have been, but shoulda, coulda, woulda. 1-1, draw, 1 point. And Frank Lampard's Chelsea only takes 1 point in 2 matches. Crazy. And they're in the bottom of the league. And honestly, I have to look at that squad and think, all right, it's not entirely your fault, but when you watch that Leicester City match, you really have to wonder, is this team going to find its footing within the next few weeks? Because by week 6, you need to get some level of footing in the Premier League. Otherwise, it's only going to get more difficult, especially in terms of accumulating points, trying to win more matches. The difficulty of matches that you get in the later season, in the later parts of the season, where you may face a Manchester City away, you may face a Tottenham away, you may face, Chelsea, Manchester United, hell, Burnley, Newcastle away. A lot of these away matches that are very difficult environments to try to win in, try to get any points in for that matter. So that's going to be an interesting test for Chelsea. I thought the curious team this weekend for me, really over the past 2 weekends in the Premier League, has been Sheffield United. I thought this team is going to get relegated. I really did. That's my early season impression, preseason impression of the squad. I thought, they're probably just going to straddle around, probably get relegated. But I gotta hand it to Sheffield United. They got a result, a 1-point result in the first match day, and a 1-0 win against Palace at Sheffield United in their home stadium. First Premier League win in 12 years. And the goal scorer has now scored in 4 divisions of English football. So, fantastic things you get to see from, news like that. And so, the Premier League just keeps driving these fun narratives. And you begin to wonder, I don't think other leagues have that kind of fun to them. But first weekend of football really proved otherwise. A lot of upsets. Bayern Munich couldn't draw out a result, at least 3 points in their mind, against a Hertha Berlin, who, let's be honest, they're no fucking top 6 club of Europe or top 10 club of Europe, but they handed it to fucking Bayern, and Bayern honestly looks old. I got glimpses of that match, and I thought, wow, got away with a 2-2 draw. I thought they should have lost. They get away with it. Barcelona loses 1-0 against Atletico Bilbao. Without Messi, is that your excuse? I mean, that squad is loaded. That squad is absolutely loaded in terms of money invested, and you lost. PSG, I got nothing. It's the same kind of thing. It's the same kind of concept. You spent how much money and you lost to Rene? Really? And that's just taking a glimpse at some of the other leagues going around. And so upsets cause for great stories. They really do. And I hope they continue. Teams I don't really, dare I say it, kind of hate. Doing poorly in their respective leagues make me happy. Bayern Munich, oh, good. They're doing poorly, good. PSG doing poorly, oh, good. Barcelona doing poorly, oh, great. It's called Schadenfreude, kids. It's German. And so, German foibles aside, it's been a great weekend of football. And it's taken me a while to post a video, right, kids? The fattening hasn't really helped. And more than likely starting tomorrow or the day after, the Sky-High segment will be filmed outside. Just like a 20-minute walk segment. So something similar. I won't really be smoking. Try not to be smoking, boys and girls, because the smoking makes me eat a little too much. But that's sports ball news for you for the day. I know there's going to be other things going on. Probably keep you guys posted in the near future with this shit. With all this fandom gear. So, boys and girls, follow me at the SkyLounge and all the links in the description below. Like, comment, subscribe for more daily contents. I said subscribe, but subscribe for more daily contents. That means every day. Fuck off.